It's Madden NFL 23, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Dallas Cowboys, and it's all up next.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Dallas Cowboys. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
This one teed up, and we are underway here at AT&T Stadium. This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
The word is potential, potential, potential. Think about this guy from the time he was in high school, one of the top prospects going to college, coming out of college, mentioned as a generational type quarterback. He looks the part. Tall, big arm, surveys the field, and can take off and run when under duress.
Lawrence looking to pass on the first play. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Lawrence. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
To throw is Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one.
Touchdown! Michael Gallup on the receiving end from Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And he's got to be seeing ghosts here early on. He's thrown 2 passes. Both have been intercepted. 1 run back for a touchdown. Work to do as they begin 1st and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll look to ETN to start things out. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Ooh, the juke. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Throwing. Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play here for Dallas. 43 yards. Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
Hey, boy, that was something to watch, wasn't it? How about the way these guys came out here in the first quarter? They really put their stamp on this game early with their play calls, and they certainly look good so far. And
that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Here's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Peyton Hendershot from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
The kick by Maher is good. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. So a great first quarter continues here as they add on to that lead.
Hey, Brandon, I think it sets up what's going to be an important drive because it's now 17-0. So the other guys, they got to figure out something quick before this game gets away from them.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away from the 6. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10.
Break.
Now ETN to start the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And they'll go again with ETN. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. 17-0 our score after 1. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Lawrence will throw. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. A shotgun snap and again the ETN. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf, dude. That's bottom shelf material. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A first down throw for Prescott. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. His throw incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On On third down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught. The fake punt works to absolute perfection. And the Cowboys are able to widen their lead in this first half. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Marr now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So they catch him napping a bit. They go with a fake punt, able to get it out complete, and then take it all the way into the end zone for 6 points. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And he will go down, a Cowboys sack. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On third down, Lawrence. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles, but that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown and just giving the football away. Pretty careless here in the opening half.
Yeah, I know that all of our parents taught us to share as youngsters, but in this game, you don't want to share with the other team. Keep it for yourself. Keep it for your team. Got to cut down on all of those throws, those errant passes, if they hope to get back into this game.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet, so they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. But first down there on a pickup the 25.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Prescott on first down. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And it'll be intercepted.
picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jags are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, it's going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, a look at the next-gen stats for Jacksonville in that first half. And not much went right in those first 2 quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there. Not a whole lot to write home about so far. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play. Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw. Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He continues to deliver a 1st down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. C.D. Lamb, 37 yards. And the Cowboys have opened the lead up to 30. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or 2? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Marr on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's finished off by the touchdown from C.D. Lamb. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Now Lawrence. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And take it right on the 30. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receiver as he brings out this offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Prescott down. Open man Lamb. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! The partner, he has carried them in this ballgame throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been a result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Marr now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Straight ahead, Etienne. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. From midfield now, Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Second and 7, operating from the 34. Here's Lawrence to throw. Screenplay, here's Etienne. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Well, down this big, we know that they need touchdowns instead of field goals, but now it's add insult to injury because they can't even get the 3, Charles, on the excellent block there by the special teams.
And it certainly felt to me like the special teams consider themselves an extension of the defense, which has played well for them. They have a nice cushion. They didn't want to allow any points, any opportunity to cut into their lead. A big-time play by those guys on that side of the ball.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They go to Elliott again. And he's got some space here. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. but there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Marr on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Now Lawrence to throw. He'll drop this one off with ETN.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Lawrence will throw.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Lawrence, he'll get this off to ETN.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Now Lawrence. ETN bringing in another one.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.